Good morning. How are you? Good. It's good to see you. Oh, we got some more coming up. Wonderful. How are you? Good. How are you? Okay, you right? Everybody's doing pretty good this morning? That is awesome. Oh, we got some more coming up. Good morning. Good morning. How do you guys do on counting? You guys do pretty good? Okay. Do you know anything about animals? A little bit about animals? Do you know what a hippo is? It's a big one. All right, we're going to do a combination of an animal lesson and a counting lesson, okay? I'm going to say I want a hippo, and you're going to say I to a hippo. And we're going to go back 3 and 4, 5 and 6, okay? Can we do that? All right, I want a hippo. You say I to a hippo. I 3 a hippo. 4 a hippo. I 5 a hippo. I 7 a hippo. You ate a hippo? That's what you just said. You said I ate a hippo. Oh my goodness. Ah, okay. All right, so you know what? People laughed at that. Some people laugh at that because they thought it was funny. And people usually don't laugh at my jokes, you know? They're usually not funny. Some people laugh because they thought they knew it was a play on the word, the number 8, and eating 8. And some people laugh because they just thought it was so silly. So there's a whole bunch of different reasons for laughing, isn't there? Okay. Sometimes we cry too. I cried the other day because my pet giraffe died. Yeah, my pet giraffe. And some other people were crying with me. Now, some people were crying because my giraffe, Jeffrey, you know, they liked him and they were going to miss him. And some other people were crying because they were sad because I was sad. So there's a whole bunch of different reasons for crying. So even though we might have been laughing at the same time, there were different reasons for laughing. And even though people might cry at the same time, there might be some different reasons for crying. Today in our gospel, we hear a story about Jesus and some of his friends. He has some friends. There's Martha and Mary and Lazarus. And they're all brother and sisters. So he's pretty tight with them. I would say they're probably best buds. That's how close they are. Well, Jesus gets word that Lazarus is sick, but he doesn't come and visit him. And some people are confused by that because, Jesus, you work miracles. You make blind people see, deaf people hear, mute people speak, paralyzed people walk. If Lazarus is sick, go help him. But he didn't. And Lazarus died. And everybody was sad. Martha was crying because her brother Lazarus had died. And Mary was crying because her brother Lazarus had died. But then in the midst of their crying, Jesus says, Lazarus, come out of your tomb. And Lazarus came out. He was alive again. Jesus had resuscitated him. He brought him back to life. And everybody was happy. It's a real neat story. But in the midst of that story, we get one of the shortest verses in the Bible. Depending on the translation, it's either 3 words or what's going to be in your Bible. It's either 3 words or 2 words. That sentence is, Jesus wept. Jesus wept. And when we translate that word, it means he was sobbing. He was crying really hard. And people want to know why Jesus cried. Some people say he was crying because his friend Lazarus had died. And that's sad when somebody you love dies. Other people say Jesus was crying because he was sad for Martha and Mary. They were crying, they were hurting because their brother had died. So Jesus was crying for them. Some people say Jesus was crying to show us that he was human. He wasn't just God. Just God was pretty cool. But he was also a human being like us. And then he cried to say it's okay to cry. People are guessing all over the place why Jesus was crying. And we just don't know. It is sad when somebody dies. Yesterday, I had to go back to my hometown. I have a friend that we became friends in first grade. We've been friends for 49 years. It's a pretty long time. And his mom and dad were like a second mom and dad to me. I'd walk in their house and I'd say, "Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom." Well, his mom died this week, and yesterday was her funeral. So I went to Waterloo to do the funeral mass. And at the cemetery, when they were saying goodbye, they were crying. And they were crying because they were saying goodbye to the mom, the grandma, the great-grandma. And other people around them were crying. Some because they were sad that this lady had died. Others were crying because the family is sad and hurting. So again, everybody's there, but we're not sure why they're crying. You know, sometimes you guys laugh, like this morning. Can't believe you ate a hippo. Oh, okay, that was just a number 8, okay. And sometimes you guys are going to cry. And nobody might know the reason, just you. So when we ask the question, why did Jesus cry? We don't know. There could be many reasons. We don't know. But boys and girls, I'm glad he cried. I'm glad he cried because it says something to us about him and us. You know, I don't know why Jesus cried, but I'd be really sad and disappointed if he hadn't cried. Because his crying at the death of Lazarus says something to us about him, about us, and about love. So the next time you laugh, you're going to know why. And the next time you cry, you're going to know why. And nobody else might know that reason, but you do. But we remember that Jesus laughed. We remember that he cried. And it shows us how much he loves us. Okay? All right? Did I put you guys to sleep? Oh, okay. All right, good. All right. So next time you laugh, thank Jesus for the gift of laughter. The next time you cry, thank him for the gift of being able to cry, because he did both. Okay? All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.